I'm making this video on just some of the things that I see out there that are pretty disheartening, and usually involves recently involves people stealing stores and stuff, all kinds of theft going on and everything. And the thing that I think is that these people that do this find no other reason to live, and no other goals, personal goals, or opportunities, I guess would be the best way to put it, is they don't see any opportunities. And the way we're marketed to, everybody believes that getting more stuff or free stuff is the way to go. That's the way to succeed in life. The more stuff you have, the better off you are. And then they get caught, and they basically just kind of say, yeah, whatever, and let them go. The problem I see with that is that you're not giving yourself an opportunity to grow in life by going out and stealing and then having no repercussions in the end. The reason and a lot of times they'll say, well, I grew up in a bad environment, and so I blame my poverty or whatever. But the only thing I can say to that is I grew up in poverty too. And I had a dad that killed himself by jumping off a 200-foot bridge when I was 17. And I could have easily gone to drugs, or I could have easily just gone to crime. I guess I probably could have been a criminal. But instead I chose to go in the Marine Corps just because I knew that I had no direction. I had some serious ADHD. I didn't really know what to do, where to go, how to do it. And so this is one of the things I see in society now, of people that just have no direction. It's understandable to have no direction, especially if you go to school and all they're teaching is basic BS. You know, English. You know, who wants to learn about Alexander Graham Bell? I mean, how does that really apply to today's society? Or who wants to learn about how we came onto this planet? All this stuff like the origin of man. I mean, nobody really cares about that. Man is man. So when you get kicked out of high school, you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, now what? And I kind of realize as I get older and I'm getting closer to the end of the rope for me, that this society, the way things are now, and have been for many years, for decades now, is just, it's not really, it's not sustainable at all. It does. I mean, for me, I don't really care because I'm in my 60s. Why should I care anymore? But I ended up going in the Marines and did a whole bunch of other things, and worked in the Navy as well, and then in the as a tradesman. But nobody handed it to me. Nobody gave it to me. I was a kid that came from nowhere and had like friends that just sit at the bar all day, and I was just a mess. So, if it's any, life is not easy. I mean, even for me, I just got done with lip surgery. I mean, it's not easy. Life throws us a bunch of punches, and it's not easy. Not an easy road. But to make things worse by going out and stealing or robbing somebody, you're just going to end up making your life down the road all that more difficult. So I don't really know how to explain it in simpler terms, but seems like there's every day there's something going on. It's negative. So maybe the best thing to do, I'm starting to believe it, because we didn't have all this media back in the 70s when I grew up. All we had was go out and pick up cans or go to the beach or play ball or do something. But nowadays you got all kinds of crazy stuff, and a lot of peer pressure, a lot of competition. So it's kind of a crazy time to live in. And then on top of that, you got a bunch of YouTube people like me. They try to tell you why they're giving up on this and that and the other. But they don't have the answers to life either. Because you can't just go out, when you live in a society, you can't go live in the bushes. I've seen a lot of videos of people standing out in a beautiful wooded area, making videos about how they find happiness in nature. Nature doesn't really care what you think. And nature is pretty freaking brutal, to be honest. I mean, nature can throw you around like a rag doll. I know, because I used to surf. But the one thing that I've learned is that if you learn something that could be of use, even though society sucks, if you can learn something when you're young, that can carry you for 20, 30 years. Even if it's in technology, because everything's going to technology now, but even if you could learn something, the grounds of technology, how to be some kind of IT person or something, you probably do pretty good in life. That's just my thinking. But to go out and being like 18 years old, 17, 20 years old, stealing, robbing, you just cause more pain for yourself. Because then they catch you and then you gotta sit in jail. Jail sucks because I've been in jail. I got thrown in jail back in the 90s for attempted murder. And I didn't even do anything. I was protecting myself. But when you sit in jail and you got a bunch of other people that don't care themselves, it smells, it's gross, then you start to really see things. I've seen people ODing on the streets. Back in the 90s, seeing them OD right in the middle of the street in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is in like 1994. Just sitting there, just messed up. And young too, 20, 30 years old. Already just shot out in life. And life is very delicate. we're fragile. We're not like what you see in the movies. We're people that we're creatures that are very fragile at our core. We're like we can get hurt very easily. Emotionally and physically, we can get messed up pretty bad. I know. I had my share of accidents, surfing accidents, and illnesses, meningitis. I've had my share. And the only thing that's really keep me going is somebody else caring about me. Otherwise, I don't think I'd want to be on this world anymore. I'm not on this planet, not the way it is. It's too rough out there. And some people would say, nah, it ain't that bad. Well, it's not that bad until it is bad. So, or you get sick. You end up sick, then you're in trouble too. So, there's no real point to this. I'm just saying that life is pretty dang short because I'm already 62 years old and retired. And it went by really quick. I have a lot of friends that are no longer here. And it gets real quiet because they're gone. So that's some food for thought. I don't know. And it helps me to talk with my lip, even though I probably shouldn't talk because I'm still recuperating from surgery. But one thing I could say is, I don't know. I don't have to rob and steal just to validate yourself. That's all I gotta say. Enjoy your life.